Well, on the first day of free agency in the National Hockey League, the Calgary Flames have a new partnership with forward Blake Coleman, a 6-year pact that brings him to Calgary. And Blake's joining us now from Tampa. And Blake, maybe first of all, just kind of give us an idea of what this has been like, an opportunity to go into free agency. And I'm sure taking in some requests from other teams, trying to digest it all. But what was it the last kind of 24, 48 hours been like here for you and your family?
Yeah, it was definitely a combination of feelings. We were excited to be in this position. We've been fortunate to have a lot of success in the last handful of years and be part of a good team down in Tampa. And it's not often in your career that you have much of a choice. So, sorry, I got my daughter in the background there, but not often you have much of a choice. And really, it was stressful in the sense that we did have some options and some tough decisions to make as a family, but ultimately we felt that the fit in Calgary was a good one for us, and we felt like we would be happy there, and the team was going to be real competitive. So at the end of the day, it was the best for us, and hopefully it works out the best for Calgary as well.
It was 3 weeks ago. You're hoisting the Stanley Cup for a second straight time, and then it quickly transitions into summer off-season mode and trying to decide where it all goes. I mean, what's it been like here, kind of taking off the one hat and then putting on another one and trying to figure out what's best for you guys moving forward?
Yeah, it's been a quick turnaround. I think this year more so than maybe some in the past, where the season kind of ran long, and obviously we're going to get going here pretty quick. So it was a couple weeks of really enjoying it and taking in the win, and after that it was quickly just kind of what's the next step for myself and my family. And I think when you have young kids, there's a little bit more stress and anxiety just wanting to know where you're going to go and how it's going to shake out. But my wife was really good about the whole process and really helpful and made it easy for me. And like I said, we did enjoy the experience of being a free agent, but yesterday was a pretty stressful day, and I think ultimately we're glad it's behind us, and we can start to focus on the future.
Well, and that said, let's talk about Calgary a little bit. How much do you know about it in terms of, kind of going in through the research part of it, and how much you're looking forward to joining this organization and kind of, really starting, as you said, young family, young kids, kind of putting some groundwork here in Calgary.
We're excited. I think we did do our research. We didn't dive in blind. We heard really great things about the city, guys that have played there, even families that I know that grew up there, things like that. So, it was a family decision, and I feel very comfortable that, our girls are going to have a great experience growing up there. My wife will enjoy it. We're from Texas, and uh, all the indications are that it's the Texas of the North, and maybe a lot colder and a lot more snow, but the same, just friendly people, open spaces, nothing too crazy, which is kind of right up our alley. So we're really excited from the personal side of things, and then the hockey thing speaks for itself. A rich history there, a lot of passionate fans, a great environment, all things that you look for as a hockey player, and you're proud to play for an organization like that. So really both sides of the coin fit well.
Well, it's so true. I mean, we just put the cowboy hat and cowboy boots away for the Calgary Stampede, so we'll have to get you back up here for that next year when it's all back up to normal. But yeah, maybe just the thought on the hockey side of things too, and just the fit there when you kind of look at the roster and where you might see yourself fitting in, and alongside Daryl Sutter, the head coach, coming back for his second stint here and second season behind the bench. Just what role you might have in store.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't talked too in depth about role stuff. As far as the team goes, there's some great players that have been in the organization here for a while, but they're still young players. They still have, a lot of runway and a lot of exciting hockey ahead of them. And, I think this group's got a lot of the pieces, and I think hopefully I can be another piece that pushes us a little bit further. And, I'm a very competitive person. I want to win. That's part of the reason why I chose Calgary is I think that it's going to be a great group. And, as far as coaching goes, I did my research there as well. He seems like my kind of guy. He's it sounds like an honest, a tough coach, but he really pushes the right buttons. I heard he's a great guy. Really understands the game. Knows how to get the best out of people. And I like to think that I'm a pretty honest player, a hardworking guy. I take a lot of pride in my work, and it sounded like it'd be a good fit just from the guys that I had talked to. I haven't been able to connect with them yet, but I'm looking forward to doing that and just taking it from there.
Well, knowing what you said about the competitiveness, obviously you played almost 50 playoff games here in the last calendar year, which is kind of hard to believe given the pandemic and moving things into the summertime. But just how much do you kind of now go in search of that opportunity for the playoff success too? And you mentioned it there about coming to a competitive team, but does that burn the fire to kind of get back into those positions now that you've been there and you've won 2 cups here, coming off both of them?
It does, yeah. I mean, you definitely feel that standard set. I played in a playoff team 1 year in Jersey, and then aside from that, we unfortunately missed out on the playoffs for a couple of years. So, um, the trade to Tampa really gave me a taste of just how good it feels to win. How fun playoff hockey can be. The bubble experience was a little bit different, but this year we got a little bit of a real taste of the environment and the intensity of the playoffs, and just it's an amazing experience. And I can't imagine what it would be like playing in Canada with that same sort of vibe and the passionate fans behind you. So it does give me a lot of excitement. I want to win. I hate to lose. I think that's part of why I've been able to get to the position I'm in right now. And I would imagine the guys in the room are the same way, and I'm excited to just do whatever I can to help the team be better.
One last one for me, and that's just any guys in the locker room that you're familiar with or have some connections going back to, or are you kind of starting from scratch in terms of getting to know the guys in here?
A few that recently departed, but I did play with Johnny Gaudreau in the World Championships there, so I got to know him there. Obviously, a great guy, big personality. Really enjoyed being around him, and we've had a handful of guys already reach out. Seems like a really close group, so I don't think it'll be a problem. Getting to know the guys and acclimating, and I'm excited for just the getting up there and getting to meet the guys.
Well, well said. The rink's empty now, but look forward to having it full for when you get in here. And all the best with the family. I'm sure the kids, probably not sure what's going on yet, but they're in store for a nice move, and hopefully it goes smoothly for you guys.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Thanks for taking the time.